Now let's talk about something that affects you every single day: parking, density, and how your street could actually function under these proposed changes. Because this is where the Build Illinois plan goes from policy to real life. Under the proposed legislation, the state is looking to limit or even eliminate parking requirements for new developments. Right now, cities like Quincy can require a certain number of parking spaces per unit when something is built. That helps control congestion, street parking, and overall flow in a neighborhood. But under these changes, those requirements could be reduced significantly, or in some cases capped at very low levels. That means you could have more housing units being built with fewer parking spaces to support them. Think about that: more people, more vehicles, but less required parking. Where do those cars go? They go to the street. They go into neighborhoods that were never designed for that kind of density. Now layer that on top of the zoning changes we talked about in the last video. More units allowed on a single lot, combined with fewer parking requirements, starts to change how a neighborhood actually functions day to day. Streets could become more crowded, parking could become more limited, traffic flow could change. And again, whether you think that's good or bad, it's a major shift from what we have today. And here's the part that's raising concerns. Local governments may not have the ability to adjust those requirements based on what makes sense for their specific community. What works in a large city may not work the same way in a smaller market like Quincy. But this proposal applies a broad rule across the entire state. This is where people start to ask, are we solving one problem by creating another? Because yes, we need more housing. That part is clear. But we also need communities that function well, that feel livable, that don't create frustration for the people already living there. This is why the conversation around home rule and local control matters so much. Because once those decisions are no longer made locally, it becomes much harder to adjust when real-world issues show up. I'm Jackie Weisenburger, top listing agent at Happel Realtors in Quincy, Illinois, and I see how important these everyday details are when people are choosing where to live. In the next video, we're going to talk about permitting, approvals, and how developers could actually bypass local government if timelines aren't met. So make sure you stay tuned, because this keeps getting more interesting.